Suragurum Vande Jagat Karanam Vande Pannagabhushanam Sisiharam Vande Vasunam Patim Vande Surya Shashanka Vanninayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhaktajana Asrayam Chavaradam Vande Bhaktajana Asrayam Chavaradam Vande Sivam Shankaram. Friends, when you go to a medical college, during the first year, we are taught anatomy and physiology. When we come to the study of yoga, there also we require the anatomy and the physiology of both the body and the mind. Anatomy is different from physiology. Anatomy is the study of the structure. What parts do we have? What are the components? What is the combination? What is the structure? The body has bones, flesh, blood vessels, 2 hands, 2 legs. This is the anatomy. What are the parts inside? What are the parts outside? The complete analysis of the structure of the body is anatomy. Physiology is the function of each part. How does the heart function? How do the lungs function? How does the blood circulation take place? The functioning of all the various parts, the functions of the body, they are thoroughly discussed, analyzed, presented before us. That is physiology. We are now not talking of anatomy of the body, anatomy of the mind we have spoken. Physiology of the body we are not discussing. We are trying to go to the physiology of the mind. What is the anatomy of mind? It has the generic name Manas, mind. When it works with discrimination, with decision-making capacity, with analytical ability, it is buddhi. When it has the movement, it is called chitta. It is mentation. Chitta vritti is movement. And then everywhere you have that fundamental I, egoism. Ahankar, egoism. Chitta, thought wave, feeling wave. And then buddhi, intellect, discriminating capacity, and the whole thing is mind. That was the anatomy. Now physiology. How does the mind function? How does its part function? Intellect, how does it function? Ego, how does it function? Mentation, how does it function? This is physiology. Anatomy is structure, physiology is functioning, working. Now we come to the mind and its functioning. The physiology of the mind. First and foremost, the functioning of the mind is aham. When I am dreaming, the objects may change. I am always present in my dream. When I have a dream that I am dying, I am present. I may be dead in the dream, but I see it. Whenever you go to any place, what is topmost? Selfie. Go to Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is not important for me. I am important before Taj Mahal. When we go to Himalayas, selfie. When I am speaking, selfie. If anybody comes to your house, you bring the album. Am I interested in your album? You were married 50 years ago. Marriage album. This was my photograph when I was 20. Who is interested? I am interested. First function of the mind is aham. Selfie. In yoga, that selfie must be reduced, eradicated, removed. Subjectivity is topmost. From subjectivity to objectivity, we move. That is yoga. Patients come, people come. Sir, I am a retired professor. I worked as the vice chancellor. I have a wife, a quarrelsome wife. I am fed up with her. Now I want to remarry, but nobody is coming forward to give his daughter or her daughter. You go to any old man and ask the question, Tata, do you want to marry? He will not say, I will not marry. He will say, who will give me the girl? He is ready to marry. I. So the first function of the mind is self. Subjectivity, selfie. This is to be removed. If at all we want to progress in yoga, the first function of this self is to be subdued. It has to be suppressed. It has to be enslaved. It has to be annihilated, killed. The difference between myself and Ramana Maharshi is, I am self-centered, his subjectivity is totally slain. What is the difference between ordinary individual and Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa? Pasyami sarvatra. He sees the Brahman everywhere, not I. This body-centered, ego-centered I is the narrow shell. Therefore, in physiology of the mind, I am not discussing anatomy. In the physiology of the mind, the first functioning of the mind is self-centeredness. Egocentric thoughts, egocentric ideas, egocentric activities, everywhere I am present, I am present, I am present. The most popular example now is we carry the selfie wherever we go. And while talking to the Prime Minister, selfie. Going to Himalayas, selfie. Niagara Falls, selfie. Everywhere I am the VIP. I. Second, functioning of the mind is movement. It will never be idle. Mind never keeps quiet. Even the body may take some rest. Mind is always active, working. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi. That's a wonderful sloka which was highlighted yesterday or day before yesterday by that girl. Nowhere do you find stagnation. Nowhere do you find total silence, cessation of work. Everywhere, everything is engaged in action, in activity. If I say the time is 7:45, I am wrong. Because by the time I complete the sentence, the second hand has moved. Movement is action. Movement is meditation. Movement is blood circulation. Movement is pulsation. Movement is heartbeat. Movement is breathing. Movement is present in the macrocosm universe. Movement is present in the microcosm body. Subtler than that is mind. It is also ever on the move. Mentation. It appears to be silenced for a while in sleep. When it is silenced, it gives us a freshness. Therefore, either silence it, enslave it, or sublimate it. That is the functioning again of the mind, in which you have the strong willpower. That continuation of the willpower in enslaving the mind is called Raja Yoga. First function is selfie egoism. Second function is the movement of the mind. Third function is the control of the mind done by the willpower. That the intellect is also a part of the mind. Selfie is a part of the mind. Movement of the mind through feelings and thoughts is also a part of the mind. Control of the mind is also a part of the mind. There are the three major activities. One is ego, selfie. Second is mentation, movement, feeling, thought waves, chitta vritti. And the third one is taking the reins to control the mind. Taking the upper hand to restrict the movement of the mind, to direct the movement of the mind, to unfold the inner potentialities of the mind. That is the Raja Yoga. To know about the mind is Jnana Yoga, to make a thorough analysis. Everything in VYASA, in Yoga Shastra, is connected more with the mind than with the body. Now, selfie control we will see. Meditation. Meditation is movement. Where does it move about? It moves about in time. Mind is like a monkey. Time is like a tree. There are lower branches, past. There are upper branches, future. There are side branches, or the present branch, present. Time has past, present and future. The tree of time has the lower branches, which are past tense. They are the present branches, they are the prastutam, present tense, and the future. Mind moves about in the three branches. Either it will be in the present, or it will go to the future, or it will jump back to the past. Old people always live in the past. You go to any old Tata, grandfather, when I was the Tahsildar once upon a time, why do we not want the old people? Because they speak only of the past. They have no future. And you go to any young girl or a boy, she will never speak of the past, he will never speak of the past. I shall be the collector, I shall become the governor, I shall marry 104 girls. A very rare imagination, not future. Sri Krishna had only 16,000. I shall make it double, 32,000 girls I will marry. I will marry. The past is for the old people. Future is for the youngsters. To whom is the present? Nobody. The mind does not stay in the present. It flies to the future. It buries itself in the past. This is called meditation. The mind flies, buries itself, and it does not stay in the place where it is asked to stay. And that is concentration, which we don't have. After the class is over, how many of us remain in the memory of the class? Very few. While I speak, some sleep. I am able to see. Some walk about, I am able to see. And some people think of the wife at home, husband at home. This is how it moves about. Why is it our children are not able to get high ranking marks? Mind is not in the present. Mind is not glued to the present. It goes to the future, it goes to the past, it goes to the sideways. Who is there in the veranda? Once I was taking this YAC class in the past, the same Mandir. One lady, she was seated, a beautiful lady, white complexioned, rosy cheeks, about 30 years. She was seated and I was taking the class. And while looking at the people, I noticed her red eyes. Tears were flowing, hands were shivering. I thought she was about to have fits. I was very much wonderstruck what would happen, and I was a little agitated too. The neighbors looked. They went to her rescue. Somebody rushed to Arogidham to bring the doctor. Somebody rushed to bring water. And the class was stopped at about 9:15 in the morning. Class commenced at 9:15. And I went to that lady. Ma, what's your problem? And the lady said, Sir, good. Where do you come from? I come from Hyderabad, sir. I am married, sir. What is your problem? 700 kilometers from here is Hyderabad, sir. What is your problem? Listen to me, sir. I am telling, sir, my mother-in-law and father-in-law have gone to Benares, Kashi, Varanasi for pilgrimage. What is your problem? Coming, sir. My mother and father have gone to Rameshwaram for pilgrimage. Very good. What is your problem? Coming, sir. I have 2 children, sir. One boy, sir. One girl, sir. Girl is 7 years, sir. Boy is 3 years, sir. 4 years, sir. Both of them are in the same school, sir. Then what is the problem? They are going to the school, sir. Very good. What is the problem? Today is Thursday, sir. Working day, sir. My mother and father are not at home, sir. Very good. What's your problem? Father-in-law and mother-in-law are not at home, sir. Very, very good. What is the problem? My son and daughter must have gone to the school at 8:30, sir. School bus comes, picks up the children and it goes at 8:30, sir. Now, sir, 9:15, sir. What is the problem? Exactly at 9 o'clock, sir. Very good. What's the problem? Servant maid comes, sir. What is the problem? My husband, sir. Very tall, sir. Handsome, sir. Attractive, sir. Software engineer, sir. He will go to the office at 11 o'clock. Sometimes he will not go to the office. He will work from home, sir. Servant maid must have come at 9 o'clock, sir. She is very young, sir. Very beautiful, sir. My husband, sir. Very tall, sir. Very handsome, sir. What is happening here? I don't know, sir. Mind is where? Sitting in Mangal Mandir. Mind has flown to the present. At 9:15, her mind is in Hyderabad. At 9:15 time, her mind should have been here. All our problems are because we are unable to sustain the mind. We are unable to hold the mind. We are unable to keep the mind. We are unable to get it pinned to the present. We are unable to have it glued to the present. A yogi and an ordinary person, the major difference is, perhaps the only difference is, mind is totally under the control of a yogi. He lives in the present. We fly to the future. We bury ourselves in the past. When there is a time and space, when there is time and when there is a space, it It should be glued to this place. Body may be fixed to the place, but the mind has no specific place. From this functioning, this physiology of the mind, of its movement, mobility, wavering, running, flying, going about, is to be. That's why Patanjali takes the first beautiful sentence, Chitta Vritti, Nirodha, stop it. Mind's functioning is meditation. Meditation is movement. Movement sideways, movement to the future, movement to the past. In the case of that lady, the movement is to the same time elsewhere. Let us study our own. All our anxieties are because of the movement of the mind. All our tensions, because mind goes to the future. What does the boss say if I do not complete the work by tomorrow? We are unable to concentrate on the work, thinking of the future and the repercussions. Examinations are in April. Why should I be worried from now on about the examinations in April? 30th is your test. Why should I be worried now? Everywhere, the major problem is our inability to hold the mind in our race. Therefore, whether it is Patanjali or Sri Krishna Paramatma, whether it is Vasishtha Maharshi or Vishwamitra, we find this is highlighted. The physiology of the mind is selfie. Remove it. Physiology of the mind is meditation. Arrest it. Physiology of the mind is inability to take a decision. Fix it with willpower. Physiology of the mind is to be always lost in ignorance. Analyze it. Make it a mind of knowledge. Whether it is Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga you sublimate. In Karma Yoga you make the mind work according to your instruction. And in Raja Yoga you take the upper hand, willpower. And in Jnana Yoga, you have the full enlightenment so that mind is insignificant. The physiology of the mind is very, very important. One is anatomy of the mind, the other is physiology of the mind. The functioning of the mind, when we understand, we will be in a position to hold it better, control it better. When we understand the anatomy of the mind, we will be in a position to keep it under our control. Having come to Prashanti, let us carefully observe both the subjects, anatomy of the mind and physiology of the mind, so that we can have total control and we can enjoy the benefits of the supremacy of the willpower. Let us, by the grace of God Almighty, become yogis by controlling, sublimating the mind.